Hey everyone, it's Erin with Hail Varsity. I'm joined by Greg, also of Hail Varsity, and we are here in Memorial Stadium to recap another week of Nebraska football practice. We just heard from Coach Scott Frost, just a few minutes with the head coach this week, and we didn't get a ton, but he did kind of put a nice bow on the week before we head into the matchup. So let's kind of talk through it. First and foremost, we did ask about Bryce Benhart, who will, from what we understand, be back in the lineup this Saturday against Minnesota with, unfortunately, Teddy Prohaska out now for the rest of the season and potentially not being able to be back until spring football. So, he said he's looking forward to playing, which we know he's from Minnesota, but he didn't give too much more away.
No, I don't think he was really kind of in the mood to give much away about the offensive line situation or much of any other situations. But I do think that there were a couple of key takeaways from what he talked about, mainly the fourth road game of the season already.
Really front heavy in the schedule with road games.
Yeah, it is. And with 3 of their last 4 then being back here in Memorial Stadium. And then also the importance of being able to run the football against Minnesota, as they've done a really nice job of bottling up Nebraska's run game over the last few seasons.
Yeah, and he has looked a little bit at, he talked a little bit too also on the other side. Now, Scott Frost spends a lot of time looking at the opposing team's defense, but he was asked a little bit about Nebraska's defense and how it's sort of matching up against other offenses. So he was asked about Taylor Britt, and we talked about this on Tuesday after hearing from Travis Fisher, that he had shared a little bit about how Cam had been trying to make those big plays, had been trying to make things happen. And I liked what Scott Frost said. He said something along the lines of you don't go to the football, you don't do that. You make the football come to you. You're not forcing big plays for the sake of that. And so it seems like at least one weekend, Taylor Britt has settled that out a little bit. At least that's what we've heard from Travis Fisher, and now Scott Frost also said that. So you hope it continues.
It feels like it's almost counterintuitive to what you actually need to do, but by being more patient and playing within the defense, Cam made a whole lot of plays this past weekend against Michigan, and hopefully for his sake he can keep that going this weekend against Minnesota.
And Quinn Newsom is the latest black shirt. He was, as Frost put it, he earned that black shirt. Yes. He did earn it last week, but we just found out about it this week. But he did say, especially in the run game early on, teams were targeting him, and he has really settled into his role, and so that is why he earned it. And that was pretty much about it. There wasn't a lot to go off of. Obviously, he is ready to get back home. So after this week, Nebraska has a bye week. It will be a nice break, it sounds like, from what he said.
It looks like everyone's looking forward to that break.
Yeah, and what's funny is a couple of you had mentioned in the comments on Tuesday's video where you're like, why does everyone keep bringing this up? And to be honest with you, it's because the coaches have brought it up. Scott Frost said they're ready to empty the tank on Saturday. They are ready to hit the ground running on Saturday, empty the tank, because they know they have a break, and they finally get that bye week, and then they'll be back at home to face Purdue. So I don't think anyone is talking about fatigue with this team. I don't think that's the right word. I think that they just know they have to empty the tank on Saturday because they get a little bit of a break after that.
And if you think about it, just from the physical standpoint, but also the emotional standpoint of having to get up each week for all of these games, which, as we've talked about every week, have been big games, right? It doesn't feel every week has been kind of a prove it week, and I think that ends up weighing on a team as well. So just to have that 1 week off will be nice for them as well.
He did say when it comes to the mentality of this team right now, though, he does feel he has really good leadership. He brought up all his captains. He brought up Damian Jackson. Deontay Williams. He mentioned a whole slew of players, and you can actually go watch that video from Scott Frost on our YouTube channel as well if you want to just hear all of this for yourself. But I think mentally I think anyone at this point, they're ready to give it their all against Minnesota, take a break, reset, and then get into the second. Well, it's the final third of the
final leg of the season.
I don't even know if you can say second half, like I was about to say. And you also get another bye week in there. So it'll be a tough end of the schedule. A lot of tough teams ahead with Ohio State, Wisconsin, Iowa, Purdue. But, at the same time, they get some breaks in there, and I think they're just ready to go.
Yeah, it sets up nicely if, once you get there, because of the buys and being more at home, you just have to get there first, and it's been a long road to get there.
Well, with that, we are going to let you go for a week because, as you see, they're bringing out the sleds like just as we start to do this. So we almost made it all the way through this video without something random happening. But we do appreciate you, as always, for watching, for tuning in. Please leave comments if you have questions. We're happy to help answer. We can also provide more context. You can also head to hailvarsity.com for all of our post-practice recaps and get ready for the game. We will have a team in Minneapolis this weekend for the game, so we will have plenty of content coming your way. Greg, I thank you as always for your time. Thank you for watching. We'll talk to you later.